This is some crime. Let's get into some code blue cam. I cannot speak. Let's get into some code blue cam with a famous YouTuber gets himself and all his crew arrested. Oh, I know who this is because this guy is an anti-chibidoki, not chibidoki, chibi reviews guy, and like straight up attacks chibi. Like, you like chibi or don't like chibi, I don't care, but chibi really doesn't do much to get hate. He just exists and then he gets hate, and this guy like legitimately attacked him. That's right, that's who this is. Oh, hey, people's live right now too. Sorry, I was thinking about something. But yeah, this is that guy. Ooh, we get to see his arrest cam. All right, let's check this out. But anyways, guys, this is code blue cam, so let's check it out. Chibi reviews, not Chibidoki. If someone hates Chibidoki, I'm gonna have to question their logic, because that gremlin is the best gremlin ever. Okay.
Get dropped. Do you really think charge me? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
Unhappy Edge both have if I ever get big, if I act like this in public, you have every legal right to shoot. It's fine. Get me out of my misery. Not worth me around. I've lost it. I've lost the way. She does identify. She identifies as a problem. You'd rather get the stick. Oh, did you guys? Oh, Amber's react to this too. Nice.
A famous YouTuber and his crew are arrested. It seems like the end of a harrowing day, but the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over something like YouTube views.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew is 30-year-old Kenneth Chambers, who runs the YouTube channel Skeeter Gene, which currently has around 2.5 million subscribers and is well known for doing sting operations. Joe.
Okay, sting operations are they catching PDF files? And if they are they the ones that are doing the really fucked up shit where they're like, I get it, yeah, kind of want to watch them suffer, but like making them crawl through glass and shit like that? Because I get what you're going for. I see where you're going with it, but that's not the way you deal with it. And you don't show it on camera, because that's evidence. We can't have evidence. In fact, we can't have witnesses. In fact, you shouldn't be recording at all. Sting them. Get them. Anyways,
tells the officers that Skeeter and his friends have been following him and filming him throughout the day. Over the past several months, Skeeter has amassed millions of views on his channel by posting videos about his uncle. But Skeeter and his friend and collaborator, 25-year-old Gideon Adams, a popular YouTuber best known for high-energy prank videos, social experiments.
Oh, he's one of those social experiments. That just sounds like it can go wrong really fast. But prankster, the last time I watched a prankster, he was pranking someone who was getting ready to deliver DoorDash and got shot. Saying, I don't know. We'll see.
And comedic vlogs before transitioning into true crime content focused on exposing criminals through sting operations, have a reason for following Joe wherever he goes.
For the past decade or so, he's been financially exploiting and abusing my
stronger the better. Oh no.
Also his mother. And before that, he was doing the same thing to his grandmother, which is my great-grandmother.
Skeeter explains that despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there.
That might be needed, hon. That might not be needed. Jack and Coke.
For months. So he decided,
I was gonna go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel and it's monetized, so I can just expose him on the internet and make some money off of him.
But according to Skeeter, when Joe still refused to vacate the home, he came up with a plan alongside Gideon to solve the problem once and for all. He moved Gideon into his grandmother's house, eventually forcing Joe to leave the property and end up at McDonald's. But according to Joe, the harassment did not stop there. He claimed Skeeter, Gideon, and their film crew continued following and filming him at the restaurant.
So now we've got harassment. Because this is a clear-cut sign of harassment at this point. Like, anything you have against him is going to start falling flat in court because now you have a case of harassment against you. And it's a harassment by association because it might not be you directly. It's this person who works with you, who you're known to be connected with. That's harassment. That's harassment by association, which means legally any of this can be used against you. So you gotta be careful what you do.
Ultimately provoking him to call the authorities. Joe goes on to describe how Skeeter and Gideon had been setting up speakers inside the house for a large party in an effort to upset him. Eventually, officers convinced Joe to stay somewhere else so Skeeter and his crew can no longer film him. But now, as officers accompany Joe back to the house to help him collect his belongings, they have no idea that the situation is only going to escalate from here.
Hello, officers. Oh, what's good, my man? Yeah.
Just wait down here.
Okay. So, chat, we got a giant speaker here. We got a giant speaker here. Bro, the police are giving him a ride. I'm actually dead. Boo!
The police are escorting him out of a situation to keep him safe. And you're technically in his home, so they could be pulling him away for your protection because you don't know if he has a gun or not. I'm just saying, this is starting to sound bad.
But one of the officers soon notices an orange sedan following them as they transport Joe to the Woodhaven Police Department, where a friend is supposed to pick him up. Shortly afterward, Skeeter and Gideon arrive at the station with a large group of people, demanding to speak with Joe. By then, Joe has already left for McDonald's.
They don't have. They could be like, listen, you're a piece of shit, but we need to diffuse this situation. We need to do this. We need to do that. Blah blah. They need to try and get the situation under control. So yeah, they're going to try and separate. The first thing of policing, and this can be in any case, especially like in a case like harassment, in a harassment case like this, or domestic dispute, domestic violence, anything like that. The first rule in policing is to separate the parties. You want the parties separated because you want to make sure you can get both parties away from each other so you can get both sides of the story. Clear, concise stories from both sides. You want that. That's a clear-cut thing you need to do in any situation. If you have one side that is pressuring and constantly coming over and constantly like pushing on the other side, even if the other side is the bad guy in the situation, they are the person who did wrong. If the other side keeps pushing it, doesn't look good for that side. It really doesn't. It actually is a detriment because now there's evidence against that and it could be skewed the other way. It's why it's very like DVs are very high stress situations because you don't know what either side's going to do. You don't know what's going to happen. And harassment cases like this, because this is very much what they're doing. A lot of what they're doing feels like harassment. Feels like it could be like that's kind of that same case that, except for technically the victim who could be the bad guy is still a victim in this case of harassment, is trying to stay away from them and being pursued even more, which is a very strong case of harassment. And yeah.
Detective tells them that Joe is not at the station. Gideon mentions filing a missing persons report, arguing that officers had taken Joe away from the house.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
Which that's a good, like, at this point he's in custody for his well-being. Cops have every right to sit there and go, we don't have to answer your questions, especially in the police station. They don't have to answer any, and if they see cameras and stuff, they don't have to answer shit. If it's an ongoing investigation, they don't have to say shit to you. Sucks. I know it really sucks, and it sounds like I'm siding with the cops, but that's technically their rights, especially during an active investigation. That's how it goes.
I might have JV like go make like missing people. You know, Joe?
Missing persons?
We're trying to find him. He's hiding from us.
Yeah, he's not in here, I promise.
You promise?
Yes.
You pinky promise?
Yes,
You
I take pictures of him all the time.
Pinky promise.
Yes, Joe's not in here.
I don't trust her. Is it cool if I check real quick just to make sure?
Yeah.
I can? I'm gonna just check real quick, okay?
It's around 3 p.m. now, over 4 hours since this situation first began, and as an officer arrives at the restaurant to speak with Joe again, he has no idea that Skeeter and Gideon are about to bring the storm right back to McDonald's.
Because like I said, those people come all the time, except this time there was 2 new groups. Okay, and they always come in, they start using the video, and they say, and then they don't want to leave, and then they did come back later.
Yeah.
I saw what you posted too, Rudy, and the react. I'm gonna get to those on another day.
I said, you can leave. He goes, no, we don't have our cameras. I said, that's fine. I said, but you still need to go. And he goes, do you treat all customers like that? I said, only the ones that have videos and phones. So he sat outside. So then Joe was in and out. So he said, they are outside waiting for him. So
I like how this, he's like, so is this how you treat all the customers? Only ones with cameras. You know what? You're on body camera, but he's looking at, because you don't know at that point. Fucking streamers and YouTubers do stupid shit all the time. But like, I don't do IRL streams because I don't want to put myself out there in this type of situation where I could have a situation like that. Not to mention that gives out a lot of information of where I am and everything. Furthermore, I usually carry my gun anyways, so I don't want to have a situation where someone sits there and goes, "Hey kid, fuck you," and comes rushing at me, and next thing I know is there's a murder investigation because some guy rushed me with a knife and I pulled my gun out and shot, and all you see is my face like panic, and you hear bang, bang, bang. Fuck. You know? Yeah.
you need to stay.
I'll be
I said,
grabbing
and
them
then there will
later,
be
Supernatural.
So
I'll have to pull them up.
They finally did leave, but they were in and out. Same, that other group, that Batman, whatever he was.
I will tell you this, and Happy, one of these days you'll get to meet Kaiser, Edge and I's other brother. He was at a specific mall in where we live, and him and a buddy were walking around. Some punks came up. One of them pulled a gun. He's like, and he just took the gun out of the guy's hands and disassembled it and went. And they just peace out running and walked over. The security guards like, some guy tried to mug us. Here's their gun. And the security guard's like, the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it took me forever. I now carry with one in the chamber, but it took me forever to be comfortable with carrying one in the chamber because I was always afraid, and it took a long time for me to get used to being like, okay, blah 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 blah. I think if things change, certain things happen, I may go back to not carrying with one in the chamber and just retrain to pull rack to fire. But that just depends on things that happen.
Yeah, they're
And make sure you stay on your. Yeah, I'm a really chill guy. I don't want to. I should say this. I'm a really chill guy. I don't ever want to pull my gun on someone. I will only pull my gun if I absolutely have to, if it is in the defense of my life or my family's life. Period. End of story. But you damn well know if I hear weird noises in the middle of the night, my bedside gun is not a fun gun for people. I have a 300 blackout rifle for a reason, and it is my bedside gun. Yeah. It's just I also have the like. It took me a while to get used to carrying with one in the chamber, but it's like one of those things of like if I have any more children and I have a small child that's constantly like climbing up on me while I'm out, that's where it gets kind of like a little shifty for me. I'm like, I can just train. And it's not like I can't get concealed belts where I can push in to rack quicker. So it's rack and pull and fire. But it just depends. It all comes down to I will always carry. And most of the time it's going to be one in the chamber. But if it's certain cases, I might, till things are a little bit more calm, it might not be. But you never know. I might just still carry with one in the chamber. I might feel comfortable enough where it's not an issue. So it's just, it depends on my gun and everything like that. My everyday carry and everything like that. Really. So I always carry my gun no matter what. There's no reason for me not to.
get him riled up so they get their YouTube views. We're just trying to find somewhere for Joe to go because they have access to the house. They're allowed to be there, and so is Joe. So we can't make somebody leave.
Oh, that's okay. That's where it gets rough. That's no longer. It technically is no longer harassment. Well, it's harassment in a way because they technically have access to the house. They have legal access to the house. That's where it gets. That's where it gets really like gray area. That's where it gets really gray area. Yeah, it gets really gray area at that point with that. Like it's harassment and he can be in fear for his life, but so it can push it into domestic violence. But if no one's a partner, it's not technically domestic violence. It's something else. But it's not harassment, but it's like so I don't remember what that in between is. Because it's not harassment, not stalking. Because they technically, since they can be at the house and they can be watching over the person, it's not stalking and it's not harassment. There's another thing, but it's not. It's like living with a partner, but it's not living with a person, but it's not a partner. And I don't remember what that one is. It's a very not very well known one, but is I think a lot of common times it goes to DV, but it's not technically DV.
They have like those shelters.
None really close to here. But he said that his buddy is trying to find somewhere and trying to keep.
Yeah,
Hey, don't worry. I'll always be
they're going to be moving.
safe.
Yep.
You'll be out at their house.
Yeah. So thank you so much for the help. I greatly appreciate it.
While Joe has stepped out to run an errand, the officer later learned from the restaurant manager that Gideon and his film crew had returned to the McDonald's multiple times looking for him.
I
The
get that,
manager
Jaded,
told officers
and
that despite being
that's
asked
a
to leave,
pretty good
informed them
gun
that they
to
could
have.
not record on McDonald's private property.
That's good. That's a good one to have. Supernatural. Glocks are very reliable. I don't care for Glocks. The Glocks are very reliable. That's like kind of their thing, is they're very reliable guns. So
They continued live streaming. The group is then seen returning to the police station once again, demanding to see Joe. Believing they may head back to the McDonald's in search of him, the officer returns to the restaurant to keep watch.
All right, we're gonna go back and deal with them. Hopefully we can see what we can do about getting them out of there, but we'll see.
And soon, a large group arrives back at McDonald's, but this time,
yeah, 1911s are good. They're good. They're expensive, but they're good. Personally, like I love 19. I really do. Personally, I just want HK Mark 23 because I'm a sucker for Metal Gear. So, you know, there's something special about it. My next pistol I'm picking up though is a Beretta F92, which is essentially just, remember all the buddy cop movies in the 80s and 90s, the pistol they used in all those movies, that's a Beretta. LTT Beretta. Oh, that's a good one. Beretta's really good special gun. It's just the Mark 23 is just it's a happy gun for me. So
the officers are ready.
yeah, I'll send you what it is later on.
What's the problem?
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property.
And M19 grenade launch. Hey, listen, you know what? Criminal can't survive the shot if the criminal doesn't exist anymore. Just saying. Yep. Which is, again, a Beretta. It's a Beretta. I think that was the Beretta F90. No. It's a Beretta pistol. So it was like also a big service 9mm service weapon for the longest time. That was the cop gun, which was the Beretta back in the day. Was that the Beretta 92FS? Okay, so that's the same gun I want to pick up. I need to pick up. It's $600. I just need to buy it. Here and over there, exactly.
You guys have to leave. You're gonna.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said
them,
these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
Or they're gonna arrest
do
you.
you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why?
Modified
You know
92Ss.
what, like, no offense, officer, but like, do you
That's
genuinely
nice.
have nothing better to do? Like,
Do you have anything better to do?
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
Damn. Base cop. That's the best response I've ever heard from a cop. Officer, do you have anything better to do? Do you have anything better to do? Like, he got tripped up by that too. That's the great part.
Dude, like,
Do you have anything better to do?
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
All right, get off the property. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
Okay, we'll leave the property, but like, I'm just trying to figure out, do you have anything better to do? Because this is like a,
Yeah, they told you earlier that they don't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes, wasting taxpayer dollars.
I'm there for about 5. You guys need to leave. You guys are gonna be arrested for trespassing.
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Here, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
Here's the issue is, depending on the state, squatters' rights protects them from being arrested. Do I agree with it? No. But at times it does protect people who are being falsely accused of squatting. So it's like, it's that weird give and take. Most of the time, squatters are are actually squatting, they need to get removed, but they're being protected. It's like a very small percentage that's protecting. Unfortunately, that means the majority get protected, and you don't. It's that weird, like, yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's like, I don't want. We need to protect the people that are going to get fucked over by shitty people, but at the same time, we don't want to protect these people. But we can't differentiate sometimes because it gets really weird. But it gets weird. And squatters' rights gets really fucking weird. Like, it's stupid. Like, some of the squatters' rights, I'm like, this is kind of like bullshit in how it is. Florida's actually out good ones in the sense of, yeah, you can claim squatters' rights, but you have to live at a place for like 7 years and have to prove that no one else was coming by to take care of the house and you're the person taking care of the place you're squatting in. And you have to do that for 7 years with no one coming in to do anything. The moment someone comes and goes, we own this property, what the fuck are you doing here? And they start sending people to clean, you have to leave. You don't get any rights. But it's one of those weird things, you know.
But the warning has little effect. Soon Gideon is seen standing on the sidewalk yelling.
Yeah, there's
creating
a lot of
disturbance
people taking
and stopping vehicles attempting to enter McDonald's.
Oh, hey, cool. This is disorderly. Public disorderly. You guys now have you're trespassed off of McDonald's and you have public disorderly. Nice. Good on ya.
To patronize the business. At the same time, officers noticed 2 members of the film crew attempting to enter the restaurant with their cameras, prompting them to make their move.
Let's see if there's some McJoes in there. Chat, man, is this what you want your tax dollars to go to? Cops camping out at a McDonald's to protect a squatter. He's in there? Really? Should we give them the camera? Yo, do me a favor. Be very careful. Just wear this as a backpack. You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up! Bro,
McDonald's asked that they be trespassed, and they're already asking people who to not have cameras, and you legitimately cannot have cameras. And the only reason police get to is because by law, they're required to have their body cameras on at all times during situations. So it doesn't matter what the business states, the business can't deny that. Business can ask that certain things get edited out. You are not law enforcement. You are a streamer. You are a prankster and a piece of shit streamer. So you don't have that right. And yeah,
you haven't been trespassed.
We're good. What am I?
Just walk inside.
He is.
Get my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
Isn't that backpack like 30 grand?
Yeah. They have not. Yeah, hold up. Wait. Actually, come back. Bro, they're really protecting Joe.
It doesn't matter. They don't have to like it, but you guys aren't allowed on there.
Officer, what are you doing? Officer, they never trespassed them. You can't trespass somebody.
1212 dispatch. We're going to have one detained at this point.
Officer, you cannot trespass somebody.
Copy, 1 detained.
If a business asks to have someone trespassed, it is the officer's duty to inform you that you have been trespassed. And the moment you break that trespass, they can arrest you. And since they point out your crew...
See you going too, Mitchell?
Here, give me my backpack, my man.
Nope, that's evidence at this point.
Officer, you can't trespass somebody.
You're in arrest.
Here, record this on your phone.
That's serious, bro.
The entire point of a trespass is to oh my god. It's a fucking retard. Like, seriously, how the if you had been trespassed from from a premise and your crew has been trespassed from a premise, it is the cop's duty to uphold that trespass. Meaning, if you walk onto the property that you have been trespassed on, that means you can be arrested. Like, you just literally sent your crew in to get arrested. And I love, give me my backpack. Nope, that's evidence at this point. You don't get the backpack back. That's evidence. Legitimately evidence. It was on his person as he was arrested. Therefore, it is evidence. Therefore, it is property that is to be taken in. I can't remember the word at the current moment because my brain's farting. But yeah, it's evidence. They're allowed to take that at that point. It was on someone that they are arresting. They're allowed to see. They're allowed to seize it. You might not like it. Yeah, it's something I don't like at times. But you know what? Sucks to suck, nerd.
Wait!
My loyal Q is ready to drop it.
Can I hold your guys' property?
No, no.
Got anything on you?
Oh my god.
Officer, why are you?
Just your phone?
Officer, where they trespass? This isn't gonna stick.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Officer, this is not gonna stick.
Wait, so what have you done wrong?
Breach of peace.
Officer,
Breach
this is
of
not
peace,
gonna
stalking, trespassing.
Bro, this is the made I've ever seen in my
I love that. Breach of peace. Disorderly. Stalking and trespassing. That's awesome. I know, right?
life.
They're not going to think it's funny at all. Pepper's made the last one. Nah. He's an IRL streamer. Tase him, wrap him, throw him in the McDonald's parking lot to be used as a road bump, as a speed bump. I mean, throw him in the river. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Exactly.
They never even went on the property. How are you gonna trespass someone that never?
This is where it gets funny, because they technically did. This here is not McDonald's property. Right here, this is sidewalk. This is public property. The moment you pass this point of the road, because this is the drive-through, and enter this, where the golden arches are, this is McDonald's property. They were arrested here. This is McDonald's property. This is not. This is. You're over here. They were arrested over here. Huh. They were on McDonald's property. This is considered McDonald's property for all intents and purposes. Because the lot is up to technically right here. Right where the roadway is. So most of the parking lot, anywhere the drive-through is, technically up to the parking lot, depending on the McDonald's, obviously, too, is McDonald's property. Some of them, if they're like the full contained, like they're in their own like little section of like a strip mall or like a shopping excerpt, and it's like that full on, like they have their own little parking spots and everything and the drive-through, that's all property. So it depends on where, like, the style it is, but this, at least from here and around where the arrows are, this is all McDonald's property. Sucks to suck, nerd.
On the property.
I
This
mean,
is a
why didn't
violation of rights.
Why do we?
This is a violation. You cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was
Just
never
someone-
trespassed. Ma'am,
I
there
love
are
that.
arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's.
They don't have to go into the...
See how fast that gets dropped, you fucking dumbasses?
Okay.
Call the
This guy is so fucking annoying. It doesn't matter. They don't have to go into that. This here, where this officer that we're looking at, like his body camera, He is on the McDonald's property at this current moment. Like, you don't understand how property works. Where you are is public because it is the front facing, it's the road, it's next to the sidewalk. That's considered public property. Where the cop that we are viewing through the body camera is, this is McDonald's property. Scumbag needs 3 days. Exactly. It gets worse. Oh god.
Call the DA.
Oh god, Rudy. It gets worse. Oh no. Okay. Oh, he's gonna give me a migraine. I'm going to strongly suggest that we wrap him, tase him. Wrap him, tase him. There's no river nearby. Damn it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my original. Wrap him, tase him, use him as a speed bump.
See how fast that gets dropped.
Tase 10? Yes, please.
Yeah, everybody's looking.
This is absolutely.
If you drop the soap. Yep. Disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
You cannot. Okay, so yes, you can yell while you're on the sidewalk, but you are yelling towards a property that you have been trespassed from. This is where it gets kind of weird because, yeah, the cops can't state that they are the victims of disorderly. But because of everything going on, and you're having people literally stopping, see what's going on, and potentially customers inside the McDonald's having their peace disturbed. Yes, you're being arrested for disorderly conduct. You get boozed up for this one.
On the sidewalk.
I know.
Yep.
So you can't yell, officer.
So you. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't harass people.
Do you really think the charge is gonna stick? Do you guys really think this is gonna stick? Sure, do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want.
And there's the start of the video. I'm sorry, I don't care. You're a multi-millionaire and you still act like a complete scumbag. What people say you do. Oh wait, but you don't consider yourself the rich. But you're a multi-millionaire. Which is it? You're just a piece of shit. That's what you are.
Officer,
don't ever say you're a multi-millionaire.
And you will be arrested. This is
Fair.
You don't even know fucking law. Shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of shit. Don't ever say you're a multi-millionaire. No. I'm just gonna straight up say it. I'm fucking rich. Fuck you, bitch. If I'm ever arrested, you guys will know it's me. Sir, get out of the vehicle. Why am I getting out of the vehicle? You're doing 25 over, and you're swerving. Ah, shit. Fuck. Well, at least I'm rich. Happy seeing they're like looking at the body camera, like, oh, this is a retard. Why did he do? Fine equals free for a price. Yeah, no, fine. Yeah. Oh my God, Superman. Support that. Hoping those 2 pennies give you a third penny, you'd be like, oh, but will it become deformed if I?
Hey, back here.
Oh.
Call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer.
Is this really the route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please?
Sit.
Do you really want to abuse me,
Sit.
officer?
It's
Get your foot in.
I
It's
can't
not-
even fit in here.
Get your
officer.
foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
resisting without violence. Right there, resisting without violence. Immediate resisting without violence. Sir, I can't fit back here. Can't get my foot in. I can't fit back here. Resisting without violence. Get in the car, you long-winded fuck. El Dorado.
You're gonna arrest somebody that never even went on the property.
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
in. No, then you're
Officer,
going to sneak
I won't, officer, I won't run. I'm not gonna do anything.
That's
Can you
good.
just take off the
Go that way.
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
No.
Officer, I can't
Resisting.
scoot. You're trying to
Resisting,
push me, but I
resisting.
can't scoot.
I've had bigger people in the
Officer,
car.
you're
Turn sideways
actually
and
hurting me.
scoot.
Officer, please.
Turn
You're
sideways and
resisting.
scoot.
This is
Officer,
just the
I
beginning.
can't
Oh
move.
no.
I'm too big.
Put your foot that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. Here, I'm not resisting, officer. I promise
Let's
you.
go.
It is literally my body autonomy. I cannot move. Can you just put my handcuffs in the?
I am pretty sure Gorlock has sit back there. I can't believe I'm saying this. You're not that fucking fat. I guarantee you a Gorlock has sat in the back of this officer's car. He's probably hated it because his car was dragging, the rear end was dragging on the ground, but he's had a Gorlock sitting in the back of that vehicle. I guarantee you. You are not that big, sir.
Front.
No.
And it'll make it so much easier.
Turn your body.
You have to
I
turn
hope not.
and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
We don't have a DA.
It doesn't
You
need.
don't have a district attorney.
No.
You have a state attorney. You
There's
can
no
go.
district attorneys down here.
What about state attorney?
Go. Put your feet in. Let's go.
Officer, I'm telling you, I can't.
He doesn't
move.
care.
Scoot that way. There you go.
Officer, I can't move. Bro, you.
Just tag resisting on top of it. Tag resisting. Please tag resisting on this, because this is resisting without violence. He's not violently resisting. He's just resisting in a way where he's not forcibly hurting the officer, attempting to harm the officer.
Pushing me is not
Grab
gonna do
the
anything.
bottle.
Bro, officer, you're actually hurting me.
Come on.
Officer, I'm not. I can't
Scoot.
move.
Yes, you can. Scoot
Okay,
in
can I
that.
step out and then slide in?
Yeah, step out and slide in.
Bro, hey, bro.
Set your butt in first.
I sat inside.
Set your-
Yo, call Jake and get my lawyer.
Hey, get in.
Get the fuck.
Why you guys?
Slide your butt back. There you go. Anybody making the scene can slow down. We're secure.
But even after being placed under arrest, Gideon remains confident that the officers have only created bigger problems for themselves, as some of them try to make sense of the situation.
Breach of peace covers it all, so.
Where are your car keys at?
Right in my pocket, sir.
Pocket.
This is one here.
Where's your car at?
It's the black one right there.
That Black Fusion?
Yes, sir.
We'll take Lions for a Black Fusion.
Rip your brain cells.
Yep.
So are they all trespassing
Ah, that's perfect. You told it? Yep.
from this property or what?
I told them to leave or going to jail for breach of peace if they don't want to leave. So.
Looks like they're leaving. I don't know who's all trespassing here. I didn't catch all that from earlier. So.
Hey, have you ever read our breach of peace ordinance?
Yeah, it covers everything. I'm good with the breach of peace.
And stalking. I mean, we got a whole bunch.
I mean, dude, they are stalking this dude. Like, there's got to be some kind of resolution to it.
So what, we got 4.
I got 4 right now. This is absurd, dude. Was he arresting him too?
Oh, get out and get off the property now.
Yes, sir. I was not a part of this.
Then you better walk away quickly.
Yes, sir. I was just in the car. I'll leave. Hey, Dad, do you mind? Actually, never mind. I'll walk home.
Now you're impeding.
Smart. I wasn't part of this. Leave now. Yes. I'll call my. Actually, I'll just walk home. Have a good day, officer. Bye. Peace. Smart. Playful and quickly. Yeah. You just watch 4 of your friends get. Nope. I'm not part of this. I'm gone. Bye.
Traffic. Downtown unit, can you light this black SUV up right here for us? Good. He's pulling up and stopping him for us.
We were just trying to pick our friend up.
Okay, well, you can't stop in the middle of the road.
Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
And here's the other guy.
I have my insurance on my phone. That's not.
Is it the same,
It's the same
policy?
Same policy. That's not current.
Okay. I'll be honest, it's kind of a gaggle mess going on in here right now, so.
I know what's going on.
Okay, well, he'll eventually move.
Do all 3 stalking and breach of peace.
We're dealing with this all day long. The guy's harassing somebody over there. It's been like an ongoing, years issue. They're harassing this dude, stalking this dude. Then it kind of all compiled today. Now this is turned into this. So, and then he decided to stop in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
and he saw him,
If my friend's
to pick
being
somebody up.
Like a simple thing. If your friend's being this fucking retarded, just sit there and be like, you know what? Nah, I don't want a piece of this. Get out of the vehicle. Yep. I'll just walk him. No, it's fine. Are you towing his vehicle? Yeah, cool. Did he say no? Okay, cool. I'm gone. Bye. Peace. Bye. Hello, Penny. Hi.
But you need anybody anywhere? Are we good?
We should be good right now. I think everybody pretty much got off the property and left. This guy's over here filming, but yeah, there's probably about 30 other people. So the long story short is this guy lives on here getting evicted. His nephew, if this car's got a Tennessee plate, that's one of the cars. Yeah. His nephew is throwing you see him with the party hats and stuff, on a eviction party for the uncle. They'll have access to the house. They went in there with big speakers and they just with them for YouTube videos. So they've been chasing him up to the McDonald's for his YouTube videos. And McDonald's kicked him out earlier. They keep coming back while he's here. They keep kicking him out. And now they're sending more people up in here, so. Yeah, that's the one that was following me out. When I was taking him to the station the first time, they're the ones that were following me. And I think 2 more just walked in here. If you guys aren't getting food, get out.
No, we are.
You said what?
We're just kind of confused.
Yeah.
I was just asking what was going on.
At this point, you have to consider every single person that could possibly coming in could be part of that crew. And like, it sucks because this is where collateral comes in. It's like, hey, blah blah. No, we're not part of that crew. We're just ordering food. Granted, you're ordering food at McDonald's, so you're probably not doing so well for yourself. But that's my point. McDonald's food's not great. It really is not. But I digress. But like this vehicle here, like he is technically the biggest contributor of it, but he's not directly involved. He's just indirectly involved, even though it's technically family. It doesn't matter.
Are you guys involved in all this stuff too?
We were earlier. We were staying at the house, and then we just pulled up in here. They did a joint.
I just McDonald's. You're good.
We haven't been here the whole time. Like, yeah, we just pulled up. Yeah, we just came back.
Okay, well, if you guys are involved, I suggest you leave.
Okay.
And probably not.
We're trying to leave.
Well, you're gonna have to be stuck here for a little bit now, unless you can squeeze by that. But I suggest you don't get involved anymore. How many? Why so many people?
That's smart. We're not involved anymore. Cool. Then we suggest you leave. I can't leave. Okay, then you're stuck here until you can leave, and then you leave. Yes, sir.
Just randoms? YouTube followers. I don't understand all this, dude. Like, over and over.
The food is clean. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Like, YouTube views.
If we don't get the ringleader of this, I'll probably just mail him a stalking ticket.
That's fine. I think it's him in the Audi. That's the ski.
If we don't get the ringleader of this, then I'll just mail him a stocking ticket. Actually, I think it's the guy right there in the Audi. What? Oh, his face. He's like, fuck, more paperwork. He was hoping that it wasn't. He was hoping he's like, cool, I could just mail him the ticket and I'm good. Now he's like, fuck. All that's going through this officer's head is, oh, my paperwork. Oh, so much more paperwork. Why?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we start.
I'm just waiting for Lions to get this car out of here.
When you guys help process. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
He's one of those guys that he goes on, tries to catch like predator.
Bro's gonna be Audi, I know, right?
He's following young kids that think it's super cool, and he with his uncle. He's got all these videos of him with his uncle, and it's his uncle that's in there. Get off the property or you're going to jail too. Start walking.
Understood.
Start walking.
With the personal property?
They had it, it's their property. Start walking. Go. Yep, go. Start walking. Shouldn't have gave it to them.
It's been seized.
They're all still out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with him for a little bit. I don't know if I should. What about Steven? Where did he go?
I have no idea where he went. The ones that came up on
Put it in the Audi.
You kicking him?
I think he got a ticket. I don't know. The ones that came up on the property and were causing disturbance on the property are the ones that went to jail. I don't even know honestly who we have. We got quite a few. So.
All right, thank you.
Yep. If they come back into the.
What about this black guy over here? He was at the house.
Well,
and the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, I gotcha. So
he was at the house.
The problem was that they were here, and the ones that were causing an issue here is who went with us right now. Because they could have been at the house. They're allowed at the house because someone that has authority at the house is at the house. So the ones that were causing an issue here that weren't supposed to be on the property. But if Skeeter comes back and he starts bugging you, call us and we'll take him too.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because they were told not to come on the property here, and they were on the property and they were causing a disturbance.
But you're allowed to come on my property. Right.
Yeah, just on.
Oh, now they're harassing the McDonald's. I wouldn't tell her to unplug. I'd be like, no, give me the phone number. And then put it through dispatch to have them track the phone number where it's coming from. Track the call. And then arrest that person for harassment.
Plug it, ignore them. That's what they want, is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad, so if you just unplug it, they don't have what you want.
Yep.
All right, so.
How many did you arrest?
I'm not sure, quite a few. I have 3 sets of handcuffs, and I use all my handcuffs, so I don't know.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick. Yeah. Is this McDonald's? No, this is Patrick.
Property, so we can't do anything about them hanging out there, so I would go hide back in there.
With all of the arrested parties on their way to the station, the restaurant manager and Joe both provide written statements about the incident.
I will.
But back inside the squad car, Gideon remains convinced that he has done nothing wrong.
Am I officially under arrest?
Yes, sir. I guess.
Okay.
You're for breach of peace is what it sounds like, all right? Breach of peace.
Even though I was on a public easement.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. What is the officer's name that arrested me?
You'll get all that when we get back to the station.
Okay. I just want you guys to know that once this case gets dropped, I am going to get a constitutional rights lawyer, and I'm going to go after you guys.
Yeah, you do just that, because most constitutional rights lawyers are fucking retarded. I'm just saying, most of them don't know how to argue correctly in court. And technically, there's not a breach of your constitution here. You were arrested for disorderly. In fact, you were on public property, screaming and yelling. That actually constitutes for disorderly. Kind of the point of disorderly is to be in public, and being disorderly in public, which you were. Take a drink.
You guys will be in a deposition.
Finish your drink.
Because the DA is not going to It's going to get dropped when it gets dismissed.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Please, just shut the fuck up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what crime is yelling on the sidewalk?
Oh my god.
We'll discuss when we get in, all right? I'm not going to try to have a conversation between this.
Okay. Between this
barrier.
Constitutional rights violated. I don't know Woodhaven like violating constitutional right. Call my... Yeah. Give me a lawyer ASAP.
You're being recorded this entire time. You're currently arrested. Technically, his Miranda rights were never read to him, so he can say whatever he wants. And it's technically admissible here. From what we know. We don't know if he ever was read. He could have been read them, and it just never was shown in the video. I'm going to state that right now. We don't know if they were read or not. But technically, if they didn't, this is just a headache. Can't use any of this footage. Technically against them, in that sense. But if they did, all of this footage is free to use. Everything, it just adds to the disorderly. And you're in the back of a police car and you're yelling that doesn't go well. That's true. That is true.
Tell him to get me a lawyer ASAP. No, he's not gonna let down the window. It's fine. Just stay right there. I don't want them to get you. They arrested me on breach of peace.
Can you
tell them?
You, sir, are way too close. You, sir, are way too close. You need to back the fuck away, because that's you might get arrested too.
Call Jay. Okay.
Okay, can you move so I can see? No, I just want to be able to see. So
Technically, he could. You're approaching a police officer who has a suspect in the back of their vehicle. You could be attempting to free that suspect. Therefore, you could be placed under arrest.
I don't get into a crash.
Wait, record? Record. Record.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
My detective's asking if you fill out a written statement of today of what they've done to you.
Okay.
Are you able to do that for me?
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it. They've been following you around all day.
Yeah, and they drive around. They're driving around a U-Haul truck. I don't know. I think they're back at the house because I've seen them go that way.
Okay.
They set up the music equipment and speakers upstairs.
Yeah, I was there for that earlier today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Uncle is a little high on something.
You guys give him a ticket? You guys were talking to him over here in an SUV.
No, I just gave him a ticket.
You gave him a ticket?
Yeah.
For what?
Impeding traffic for stopping in the middle of the road. That's the only thing I could have charged him with was impeding traffic. But we arrested four.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
They can get him for harassment, but that's about it.
Music. You guys might be back there?
Probably.
So do you guys think these charges are going to stick? Do you genuinely think these charges are going to stick?
Sir, we'll have a conversation back here, okay?
Listen, man. Here, you seem like a nice guy. Was that guy who was doing all that, was he your boss?
Yeah, I'm the junior person, sir.
Yeah. Just let him know, hey, man. I want his qualified immunity.
You don't get his... God. And this is a guy who doesn't understand what qualified immunity is. Qualified immunity! Let's go ahead and get into this. Qualified immunity does not mean that cops are immune to all sorts of, like... They're immune to breaking the law or anything. No, qualified immunity means you can't sue an individual cop. If you sue a police officer, you're suing the police department. So your lawsuit is against the department, not the officer. And all qualified immunity does is keeps it so it is the department that's being sued, not the officer individually. The only way an officer loses his qualified immunity is if he is no longer an officer, which requires either him retiring or him doing some fucked up shit. Qualified immunity means you can't sue him individually. You have to sue the department. That's all that means. This is a fucking retard that doesn't understand what the fuck qualified immunity is. It doesn't mean he's above the law. It literally means he cannot be individually sued for this case, particularly in this case. You cannot go after him. You have to go after the department. That is what it means. That's all it means. That's all qualified immunity does. Is it keeps officers safe from having to go and deal with individual lawsuits. Because if everyone fucking sued the officer that fucking arrested them, no officer would be around and we won't have police officers, and then you'd all be fucking crying that there's no police officers when people are breaking into your house and stealing all your shit and raping people and being fucking pieces of shit. No, qualified immunity just means you can't sue the officer directly. You have to sue the department. That's all that means. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm. There's been a few. I will state those already. There's been a few that have almost got me. I'm like, got you. Almost got me there. You gotta be smooth with them. I will. Like certain things just piss me off. Like that's one of those things. People like, I'll like. I want his qualified immunity. You don't know what that means because you're too fucking retarded to realize what that means.
I am the junior person here.
I want his qualified immunity. 1363. I know my constitutional rights.
No, you don't.
Officer, how can someone...
If you knew your constitutional rights, you'd be using your Fifth Amendment real fucking quick and showing the fuck up. Shut up. Sit in the back of the vehicle and don't argue. Just shut the fuck up. That's what the Fifth is. I plead the Fifth, meaning I don't answer questions, meaning I'm shutting the fuck up. You can't get any information from me, and I'm gonna be quiet this entire ride. Shut the fuck up.
Someone be trespassed that never even went inside. What sense does that make?
Oh, she definitely will get these nuts.
Those other people, and then with me,
I have to. Sorry, hon.
Voicing my displeasure with this police department, and you guys, through retaliation, arrest me as well. Is there a body camera in here?
Yes, sir. It's on. It's recording right now.
Yeah, exactly, Rudy. He 100%. He has the right to remain silent. He lacks the capacity. You have the right to remain silent. I wish you would.
Right back to the house. You know that, right?
Listen. Remember, we're separating people. We're segregating people again. We're segregating them by the loud ones and the quiet ones. The loud ones have to sit in the back. Simple as that.
So you guys aren't accomplishing anything. You're wasting taxpayer dollars. I'd appreciate if you get my glasses. I can't see what I'm...
By the way, before anyone gets really mad at me, a black person made that joke, so fuck you.
Yeah, where are they?
They fell in there.
Yeah, I'll grab them.
It was not on my bingo card to file a civil rights lawsuit.
Go right ahead. You're probably gonna lose it.
Yep. Yo, what's good, my man? Don't worry, I'll pay for your bond. It's not gonna sit.
I mean, you can pay for his bond. That's not an issue. You still have to go to the court date.
You guys can just come up to this counter.
Get us with the best civil rights attorney.
Nope, right there's good for me. Stay right there for 1 second.
Yeah, some of them have.
Gideon Adams was charged with misdemeanor, stalking, and breach of peace.
It's superior.
The other three
Supernatural.
crew members were each charged with 1 count of breach of peace as well. A judge set Gideon's bond at $10,000, which he posted to secure his release. The other 3 crew members also posted personal bonds. While Gideon was in jail, his and Skeeter's fans made hundreds of calls to the Woodhaven Police Department and Downriver Dispatch. Some callers reported fictitious crimes, including a false homicide, while others flooded the Woodhaven Police Department's Facebook page with messages. And upon his release, Gideon launched a campaign called Free Gideon, claiming it would prove his innocence and what he believed was the bias officers had shown in favor of Joe. Skeeter, on the other hand, still wants Joe out of his grandmother's house. Gideon's pretrial hearing is scheduled for July 13, 2026, where his defense attorney will begin addressing the stalking and breach of peace charges. If convicted, he could face up to 93 days
does Rev
in jail
have
for
a
breach
video
of
on
peace
this?
and
We'll
up
add
to
that
1
on
year in jail
to this.
or a $1,000 fine for stalking. Whether you're on patrol, on the couch, or in an interrogation room wondering where it all went wrong,
Look, cross lore, I love that.
From CodeBlueCam.com.
Code Blue Cam.
Mugs, hats.
We love Code Blue Cam, guys. Code Blue Cam's good peoples. But Rev actually had something. We're gonna actually add this in. This is gonna be a fun double feature. Rev has. Oh, hey, look, the Gideon situation genuinely embarrassing. Let's just add this in. I'll deal with it a little bit later. Oh yeah. Oh, I love Donut. Donut's awesome. Donut's partially the reason why I started watching body cam footage on stream. I was starting to do it beforehand, and then he started streaming again, and started doing it more. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, definitely going to do this as long as it's not shooting. Cool. So sometimes, like, some of the videos I've already technically seen because, like, I'm listening to them in the background while I'm working and he's streaming them. So like, it's a way of me going, okay, cool, this is a safe one for me on stream. Because I try and stay away from the shootings, because shootings tend to make everyone, especially YouTube and Twitch, go like kind of cringe. But we're adding Rev's video to this because it makes sense, because why not? Hi, no. So we're gonna add in Rev's video onto this entire video. So this video is gonna be like an hour long. You guys are gonna get a treat for this one. This is probably gonna be one of the last longer ones. And Rev trolling him makes sense. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna love it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the embarrassing situation involving the popular YouTuber Gideon.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm covering Rev. I forgot Rev and I like to be on the same side. Rev always likes to be big, you know. You know what? Fine. It's Rev's video. We gotta give him some love.
Recent live stream debacles was trying to do a sting operation on a squatter, where ironically enough, he was arrested for disorderly conduct. And during the related body cam footage that has gone viral, you can see him showing his true colors, flexing that he's a millionaire, mocking the police, even asking to see their proverbial manager during his related crash outs.
Yeah, it's funny that, like, just watching that, like, Gideon's, he was making my head hurt because he was saying the stupid things that people who just watch cop shows, that don't watch body cam footages, don't understand, like, how like policing works and things like that. They just spout the nonsense of, like, well, I want this, I want the qualified immunity is just it's what that twist the knob. SCP, change your mind. I won't.
And over the past couple of days, he has faced a lot of criticism and mockery as well, to the point where he made this YouTube apology video saying, "I quit." And this is a ukulele level of an apology video. Not only is it really disorganized, I mean, if you took a shot every time he said the word genuinely, you would have alcohol poisoning in the first 2 minutes.
No, we're not going to do that drinking game because I don't want you guys to suffer and I don't want to die. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Now BLM wants body cams removed. Like, BLM activists want body cams removed because it disproportionately shows the wrong people getting arrested, except for those are some of the funniest ones. I'm just saying. I'm tapped out. No more, please.
But besides that, nobody is really buying this sort of
we're not gonna do that.
Selling. In fact, you'd be very hard pressed in the comments to find a single comment that's not roasting him and making fun of his millionaire status that he loved flexing on the police. But of course, with Gideon, you should know the type of content he makes. He has gotten millions of subs doing sort of sting operations, going after alleged criminals.
Yeah, I know,
trying
right?
to get them locked up, often working with law enforcement to make that.
Oh, I do remember seeing that, like, when Code Blue Cam posted up Gideon's arrest. It's like, damn, you guys aren't going to show any of me catching these PDF files. It's like, yeah, because you're kind of you're one of those piece of shits that, like, don't get me wrong, yes, they're predators, they're PDF. We don't like them, but the way you do it isn't the right way to do it.
Happen. However, with Gideon and a lot of people who do this sort of stuff, eventually the clout really infects their brain, and these strings and these operations really become more of a public spectacle, and that's exactly what happened in this recent situation where he was trying to lock up a squatter with a violent and unstable history. During the sting operation and live stream, not only did his fans show up, but many minors would show up on the scene, where he would equip many of them with his cameras and other recording devices, getting them literally involved with the operation, putting them in harm's way with a man with a violent history. But
so, and again, this is what I was talking about earlier in the video, where it's like the entire portion of like a harassment case or domestic violence case is you separate the parties. You don't want both parties near each other. You want to separate the parties to get both sides trying to arrest one to deal with the situation, right? If you have someone like Gideon who is constantly pushing the situation and pushing into that, and you can't separate them correctly, it gets kind of murky and gets kind of muddy. And then on top of, if you're getting minors involved, you're no better than the predator supposedly catch. Yeah, I love that one. I love that, hearing that one of like, oh, stop showcasing drunk college girls. They're drunk college girls getting pulled over by the cops. Not our fault that that's the one that was the more interesting next to the typical traffic stop. Or the one we can't show, which has a whole bunch of dead bodies all around because the guy went on a murderous rampage and is seen in the middle of a room after murdering 12 people with the gun to his head, pulling the trigger, and it's just clicking because there's no ammo left, and he's just seen there covered in blood. Yeah. Drunk college chick we can show. We can't show murder, and no one cares about the typical traffic stop. Except for, the one guy who's like, yeah, I saw you talking on your phone with your right hand, and she pulls up a stop. I love when cops get called out too. So listen, I'm equal opportunity shit talker.
Things would take a very quick turn when he was the one arrested instead of the alleged squatter. And this is the channel
and that's the Code Blue Cam.
Reacted to the body cam footage called Code Blue Cam. As you can see, it has nearly 3 million views in just 6 days. And we'll watch the portion of this video that is really telling about the sort of mindset this guy has. But you can see that Gideon's fans are not too happy about this.
Hand to God. Hand to God. Hand to God. Other hand. Oh, interesting, Penny. I didn't know. That could have been a YouTube thing. My stream's been weird lately. You go get some rest, Supernatural. Thanks for swinging by.
Pam would post some screenshots of emails he has received from people impersonating YouTube's legal team, which is a felony, I'm pretty sure, basically demanding that he takes down the video, otherwise his channel is going to be suspended and his monetization taken away. Of course, this is coming from the YouTube legal team with Great Scott here. It's like they're not even trying.
Funny part that Gideon doesn't understand. Body cam footage is public domain, which means there is 0 legal rights to it. Even if you're the forefront of it, you don't have legal rights to it. That is that's public domain, which means no one has the ability to copyright it. technically I have the ability to copyright it because of transformative nature, but the initial video, nope. Oh, Eustace. It's so hard to say, Penny, to be honest. YouTube's weird sometimes too.
But of course, here is the actual footage. To give you some context, they thought this squatter would be showing
Public
up
domain.
at McDonald's. So
Kinda
he,
sucks to
his
suck,
crew,
nerd.
and his fans were all around that McDonald's, and they were clearly being a nuisance and disruptive, and they were warned many times by the police to stop or they'd be arrested, and that's exactly what happened. And in a minute, you're going to see Gideon get arrested for disorderly conduct.
Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped, you dumbasses. Okay. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped. Watch. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped.
He's yelling, so he's being disorderly. Yeah, everybody's looking.
I love that. He's yelling, so he's being disorderly.
Absolutely.
What are you arrested for? Disorderly person. Out here yelling.
Disorderly. You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell.
It's not a freedom of speech thing.
Exactly.
Disorderly conduct is not a freedom of speech thing. You can't be disorderly in public, hence disorderly conduct. So he's trying to paint this narrative that he's being silenced by the police, but that's not what's happening.
Yeah, again, I even went over it. Like, it's not, you are on public property yelling that is considered disorderly. Simple as that. There's no, well, you're being disorderly. It's not freedom of speech. If you're sitting there talking, yeah, why you arresting them? They weren't trespassed. Well, they had your equipment. Oh, okay. Well, still, they weren't trespassed. They could have gone walking in. If you want to take their equipment, that's fine. Cool, whatever. I'm out that until you're done with your investigation. But they weren't trespassed. I'm on public property, and I'm not yelling. Weird. But that's asking someone with an IQ of 76 to think. So
Here.
On the sidewalk.
I shouldn't say that. I don't know his IQ.
Yep.
It's
So you
probably
can yell?
73.
Officer.
Anything I need to know about?
Officer, how fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think the charge is going to stick? Do you guys really think this is going to stick?
Sure, we have a
Do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this.
Instant aura loss. Flexing that he's a multi-millionaire to the police. The level of narcissism is insane. And I will say this again, body cam footage is the greatest thing to ever come to life. This was initially an initiative to expose the cops, but instead over the years, we have seen the true behavior of many people facing consequences for their own.
It's always exactly who you think it's going to be. It really is. Not stereotyping, it's just you pull up camera footage and you're like, oh.
Actions, and Gideon here is of course an example of that, making a fool out of himself while being arrested after literally
usual
asking for
suspects
this for an
doing the
extended
usual
period of
behavior.
time, making a spectacle out of this entire ordeal.
This as far as you want. Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is...
Here, back here.
I love that. You will be in deposition and you will be arrested. No, he won't. Yeah, it is. Power recognition is vital for survival. Exactly. I don't expect a woman to clutch her purse around me because I don't look like the person she should clutch her purse around. Though, if I'm thinking of the comedian Christina Vinci is her name, she had the greatest joke of. So I saw this black guy walking out. I was walking down the street and I saw a black guy walking towards me, and immediately I clutched my purse. Everyone started laughing. She's like, because she was talking about like Gene's past down. She's like, then I remembered I can't buy them anymore. And then everyone's laughing. She's like, he still stole my purse, but I remembered. Like, it's one of those, I'm like, oh, that is so bad. I love it.
Yo, call Jake and have him get my lawyer. Call Jake and get my lawyer.
Hold on, I gotta do this. We gotta do this ADD break. Hold on, let me pull up her. Yeah, she doesn't have. Hold on, let me try and pull her up. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
I learned that racism is passed down generationally, so it's internalized, which makes sense. I was walking home, it was late at night, and this black guy walks towards me, and instinctively, I grab my purse, even though logically, I know he's not for sale. He did steal my wallet, though. I learned that racism is passed down generationally, so it's internalized, which makes sense. I was walking home, it was late at night, and this black guy walks towards me, and instinctively, I grab my purse, even though logically, I know he's not for sale. He did steal my wallet, though.
Sorry, that's like one of those things. She's great.
The route you want to go, officer?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to waste taxpayer dollars?
Yep.
Officer, can I ask you a question?
No.
Can I please?
Sit.
They so could have gotten him for resisting without violence. 100% they could have gotten him with resisting without violence. Right there. They could have. They didn't push it, but they could have.
They're literally wasting taxpayer dollars.
Put on a
by
chain
doing
gang?
all
Oh, that'd be
this,
funny.
By making an entire spectacle out of this and
Oh,
being a
hey, a
nuisance to the
cosmic.
police.
Thanks
That
for the raid,
is
my
wasting
man. How
taxpayer
you doing?
dollars. Not that most of his fans really care about taxpayer dollars because most of them are children. Therefore, they've never paid taxes before, so they don't really understand what that's even like to waste in the first place. But let's continue.
No, they just waste their parents' money on Fortnite, you know.
Continue.
Do you really want to abuse me, officer?
He's now crying abuse.
I can't even fit in here.
Get your foot in.
Officer, I can't even fit in here.
Get your.
Got corrected on a court case made on. Oh, really? Interesting. That's weird because you're one of those people that just you have a lot of knowledge. It's scary how much knowledge you have.
How are you gonna arrest somebody that never even went on the property?
You're under arrest for being disorderly, not for being on the property. Put your foot
Officer, I can't fit.
in. No, then
Officer,
you're gonna sneak over.
Officer, I won't run. I'm not gonna do anything.
That's
Can you
good.
just take off the
Go
head?
that way.
Is that going to be the next, like,
I'm going to state, I'm not going to state what I stated earlier in the video, but if you heard what I said earlier in the video, the man is not that big.
anti-police brutality movement? I can't fit. Is that the next one?
Can you put them in the front at least?
No.
I can't fit's the next. I can't breathe. I'm a horrible person, but that's funny. I can't fit. I can't fit.
Officer, I can't scoot. You're trying to push me, but I can't scoot.
Dude, just scoot.
Officer, you're actually hurting me.
I'm too fat
Are you
to be
really being
arrested.
hurt? Are you that soft? Are you actually being hurt? Or are you just being a drama queen? Because you don't like that you're being arrested. I would love to have his psyche at this moment and what he's thinking. Like, this is going to make them uncuff you and let you go. Being the most annoying person imaginable.
I love
Brilliant
that.
strategy. It didn't work out. Spoiler.
Ram King.
Officer, I can't move.
And to be, oh damn. His bones are too soft for us to be arrested.
I'm too big.
Oh my god.
Foot that way. Let's
Officer,
go.
I can't. I'm not trying to be. Here, I'm not.
Oh god,
Officer,
I'm starting to get heated again by him. This entire part of that video just
No.
ah.
Turn your body. You have to turn and scoot that way.
Have you guys consulted with the DA?
We don't have a D.
I love that. Have you consulted with the DA? It does. You don't consult with the DA. The DA consults with the officers. Like I didn't say this in the earlier part of the video, but yeah, the officers at their arrest, they don't consult with the district attorney. The district attorney consults with the officers. Like he was pissing me off so much I didn't even catch that earlier. The fact that he stated that, I'm like, the officers don't consult with the district attorney at the time of the arrest. They arrest you, and then the DA goes, okay, cool, so you arrested him for this. Cool. I gotta get the evidence. Tell me your side of the story. That's what they do. And they don't approach until they have the paperwork on their desk and they go, shit, okay, what happened? Yeah.
You don't have a district attorney.
No.
You have a state attorney.
Bro asked for the manager. They said, we got no manager. Sorry, buddy. But I'll spare you the remaining 10 or 20 minutes. He's arrested for disorderly conduct. So is part of his crew and some of the fans who showed up. And this whole thing became a...
That video, I made that video go on so long. That guy he was pissing me off so much. Oh my god, I can't believe how long. That video is not that long. It's like 22 minutes, and I carried it for like an hour.
giant fiasco. As you can see, this clip and
yeah,
video went
DA
viral,
is usually county.
and the comments
It's a
are just
district,
roasting him, right?
not
saying, Bro
the
lost aura
not
after
the
saying
city.
He was a multi-millionaire. Gideon on Code Blue Cam was not in my 2026 bingo card.
Damn.
Gideon out here looking like a 50-year-old, acting like a 12-year-old.
I think Gideon needs some ice for that.
If he would have shut up, he wouldn't have been arrested. Many
That's
such
very
cases, by the
true.
way. I love how Skeet immediately cooperated and fled the scene like an adult, and that is referring to the squatter, because eventually he was on the scene and he saw what was going on and just left. Cooperated with the police and left. So the guy they were trying to get arrested walked away free because he simply wasn't a public nuisance, and Gideon and his crew ended up being in cuffs instead. There's something very ironic about that, but in response, Gideon apparently is getting his lawyers together, and the multi-millionaire comment really got to him. He has been crashing out over people mocking him for this, and he made a community post on YouTube showing a screenshot of his alleged bank account with a negative account balance, which...
I mean, you paid a $10,000 bond, like, instantly. You probably weren't paying attention to your cash flow and your checking account, and then also forgot that you have to pay taxes. You probably got like $20,000 from a stream, from that stream, and then got arrested and everything, and then you have to also pay your taxes on top of that. So you got 20,000, and if you're a multimillionaire, you're paying like 53%, and then you pay $10,000 bond straight out. Yeah, you probably lost a lot of money. Just saying. Princess Aggro. Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, if you're bad with money, it's always going to be an issue. I'm just saying. And he sounds like he's bad with money.
Would be really pathetic if true, or two, this means nothing because we're all adults here. A lot of people have multiple bank accounts. This could literally mean absolutely nothing. Or three, of course, it's just fake. But
Yeah, okay, Rav, just point out that we're wrong. No, like seriously, if this is a single bank account and he's negative 400, it means he put money in there and then paid out and then forgot that he needed to pay certain things and it went negative, which is his fault. He's not balancing his budget. That's what it comes down to. Just a retard for not doing that. That's what it comes down to. More than likely, he's got multiple bank accounts and then used the wrong account and now is negative, and now he's using that as the pity. Oh, pity me, I don't have my money. Fuck you, just move money.
The comments are interesting.
That's a Wells Fargo account.
The top ones like this say, if you're in trouble, the last thing you should say as a multimillionaire is, hey, I'm a multimillionaire. JD, that was the dumbest flex ever, bro. And he hearted it. I guess it's like one of those things where he's trying to basically mock the mockery and get ahead of it. You know, like Hassan with the dog shocking stuff. Like, I don't know. But he clearly was very bothered by this entire situation. And this is important to understand. He would live stream about this, saying he's getting canceled for being arrested. Well, there's definitely some very legitimate criticism about how he encourages, or at the very least doesn't discourage, his fans from showing up at the sites of his live streams where you have, in many cases, people with violent...
His fanny's flustered. Yeah, he's definitely... And this is one of those... It's legitimate criticism. You're getting canceled. Yeah, you had fans show up to a live stream area where you were told, don't go on the property, and then you told them, hey, go on the property for me. Yeah, you're getting people in trouble that don't deserve to get in trouble.
Histories being handled and his fans being exposed to them, or even involved in the recording of the stream and related content. There is legitimate criticism towards that to be made. That's not being canceled. But he's not really being canceled beyond that. He's just getting made fun of, right? The whole thing is embarrassing. And because we have the body cam footage, we can see how he was behaving. And it was, yeah, very embarrassing. Embarrassing enough that yesterday he uploaded a YouTube video titled, I Quit. And as you can see, 10,000 dislikes on it. Clearly people are not buying it too much, but let's have a fun game. Get out some scratch paper if you want and just mark down every time he says the word genuinely. We're not going to watch the whole thing. We're just going to watch the intro to get a sense of what he's driving at here with this clickbait video.
All right. For everyone, I need to know. How many times do you think he says genuinely in this clip that we're going to watch? I want to know what people think. I try, like, if I'm not streaming Penny, I get that. I do that. I have like 3, 4, or 5 streams up. 24, you don't, I don't know. Which, if he says it 24 times, yeah, you better just empty out the bottle if you're doing a drinking game.
Yo, what's good, y'all, man? So, this is genuinely gonna be my last video ever like this. I'm never gonna make a video like this again, but, you know, obviously you guys know what's all going on. You guys saw me getting arrested. You guys saw Cold Blues video and everything. And, I did a reaction to it, kind of like, oh, no, this wasn't right. This is how it happened, da-da-da, da-da-da.
More than 5, I probably.
Genuinely, during the last few weeks, I've done a lot of just, like, inward reflection. And I've been talking to my fiance a lot. And I just kind of came to realize, you know...
Hold on.
It kind of like, oh, no, this wasn't right. This is how it happened, da-da-da, da-da-da. But genuinely, during the last few weeks, I've done a lot of just, like, inward reflection. And I've been talking to my fiance a lot.
Yeah, I did hear that word right. She either wears the pants in the house or you make really good money to put up with your bullshit.
And I just kind of came to realize, you know, what I was doing wrong. And I also came to realize that truly your boy was spiraling. You know, I was genuinely losing the plot. And I have to say, like, genuinely, I feel like a hypocrite, you know, because just a couple videos ago, I was saying how what Alex was doing was a distraction from the bigger mission. And then I come along doing what I was doing. And if anything, it was an even bigger distraction from the mission. You know what I mean? Now,
so what he's saying is,
that was
after
6.
reflecting on his behavior, he has realized
I think I counted 6.
Is a distraction from the mission he's supposed to be doing, that he is getting too caught up in many different things, and he is taking away from what he is supposed to be trying to do. Now, I'm going to give you a TLDR of the rest. Basically, he's not going to live stream anymore. That's his solution. And the goal is to no longer
That was 5. Okay, 3 at one time. Okay.
To make fun of him.
I miscounted somewhere.
Or carry himself well enough during his streams. He leaves himself vulnerable to criticism and mockery. So to protect himself from embarrassing himself, he's not going to stream anymore. That's basically the solution. That's the main takeaway. But as you saw, the word genuinely was a featured sort of verbiage, right? To a nauseating degree, but the comments are diabolical, okay? Bro getting cooked in his comments. Genuinely maxing as a multi-millionaire.
That's
Bro's
funny.
lawyer told him to make a genuine apology. He genuinely says genuinely 10 times within the first 6 minutes of this video. Really, just 10 times? It was nearly 100. How many times do you see a multi-millionaire make a genuine apology? This whole situation is a gigantic mess. I hate when these sorts of...
It's a 16-minute video, and like the first like minute is like 5 genuines. What the he's special.
Of missions, as he calls it, become spectacles for
Must
content
be true.
instead
Must be.
of actually doing what they're intending to do. And in this situation, without the body cam footage, who knows how this would have been portrayed? He probably would have been
I don't
portraying
know.
himself as some ultimate victim of these police. But
I don't want to watch
reality,
that video. I might
he
go
was
insane.
pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and he was warned many times. He didn't listen, didn't care, kept going, and eventually he found out and was arrested for disorderly conduct, as along his crew and some of the fans who showed up.
Hun, if you watch it, tell me how many times, if you actually keep track.
Embarrassing one, but I mean, what do you expect? It's just genuine behavior from a multi-millionaire. What can you say, ladies and gentlemen? But that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week here live on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Good old Rev. Good old Rev.